Alright, today we're still working on our fast food. I'm going to put a pickle on. I'm going to show you how to assemble something so it's not right in the center, and then how to pattern it so we can just place one pickle and then have a bunch of pickles show up. So let's just we'll just start with a hamburger patty, if I can find a patty and all this stuff. Tomato, hamburger, lettuce, bottom bun, patty. There we go. Open up the patty, place that. Ooh, it's kind of a scary looking patty. Okay, let's go find a pickle. There's a pickle. Open that. Place him somewhere. We're just going to place one, even though we might put 5 or 6 of the pickles on there. So first we have to constrain that thing. So I'm going to go open up the origin on the patty so you can see these planes. Okay, I'm going to make them visible for us. You don't have to turn on the visibility, but if it helps. And then we already have this plane with the pickle that's going to help us out. Okay, so we're going to go constrain. I'm going to mate. I'm going to mate this plane with that plane. And that lined it up pretty good. And actually set it off to the side pretty good. Now if we use the pickle and we use the origin planes in the pickle and right down the middle and it was off a little bit, maybe we don't offset it. So let's go look at something in the pickle and the origin of the pickle. So there's that plane we could have used. And there's also this plane we're going to use. So I'm going to go make these visible. Oops, I'm going to try to make it visible. Oh, because I'm still in this window. Okay, so now I've got that plane visible. So I'm going to attach that one. So I'm going to constrain that. And I'm going to mate this one that I just made visible. It's kind of hard to see. Right there. And we're going to line it up with this guy. Woof, where'd my pickle go? He's somewhere in the middle of my hamburger, I think. So we're going to say, okay, but I can't see the pickle, so that's never good. We're going to offset him a little bit because I know I don't want him lined up, so let's offset him by 3 inches. Look, see, there he is. Okay, so that was too far. We want him kind of on the hamburger. So maybe we're going to go back and we're going to go 2 inches. He's still a little off, so let's go 1 inch. Now I can't see him, so that makes it tough, but he's in there. So we're going to go try to find that pickle. See, there he is. Maybe we can move him up and down. So I'm just going to move him up. It's easier to work with if you can see him. It's kind of scary if you can't see him. Okay, then we have to attach that to the top. Now there's no real flat places on my pickle. So I'm going to go use that other plane. I'm going to use this plane here. So I'm going to make those visible. And this one here. See how they're kind of the same plane? See how they line up there? And I'm going to go and I'm going to constrain and I'm going to mate that flat plane on the bottom with this flat plane down here. Oh, they didn't like it. See, something doesn't happen. So we're going to edit that relationship and we're going to try that again. So let's try aligning that whole thing. Sometimes if you just align it with like an edge, and get an edge. Didn't like that. So let's go back to this one and see if we can get this one's edge. Or maybe there's something on the pickle that's flat. No flat spots on my pickle. Let's see if we can line up one of these edges. Ah, look at there, I liked it. Where to put it? I put it on the bottom side of the patty. Okay, so let's move it up to the top of the patty. So let's offset it by 1 inch and see what happens to it. Oh, that was almost perfect. But he's kind of floating, so maybe a little off. So let's go 0.9. 0.95. Look at there, perfect. So let's just kind of play and guess, and then apply. Okay, so some of you just have to play around with. And now I've got a lot of those spaces for pickles, but only one pickle. So we're going to pattern that thing around. Okay, so we're going to do a circular pattern because my hamburger's circular. So I'm going to go around in a circle. We have choices. Okay, so up here at the top, see how there's pattern? We could do this pattern. We could pattern in 2 different directions. So we could try this. Let's just do this one first. We'll try both different kinds. So we're going to take this component. We want the pickle. And we're going to go. I want that direction to have a line going the other direction. Oh, really? Since my pickle's round, I don't have a line going the other direction. So I could pattern him to the other side, but Let's try circular instead. Okay, so again I can select my component, and then circular I have to do the axis. Oh, I don't have an axis. Okay, so this is what we run into. So that's fine. So let's go make an axis. Let's do intersection of two planes, because we got these two planes, right? And now we have that axis. See him down there? He's hard to see, but he's down there. Now let's go back to circular pattern. Okay, we're going to do the pickle. We're going to do this axis. Whoop, look at there. Pickles. Let's say I want 6 pickles instead. Okay, how come I didn't get 6 pickles? That one's so good. Oh, because they're probably on top of each other. So let's change the degrees. Instead of 90 degrees, let's make it 60 degrees. Look at there. Now we got 6 pickles. Okay, and you can do whatever you want. You can change them all over the place and say, okay. Now it looks crazy because you got all that stuff. Right, so you can go back to each pickle, and you can go back and you can turn those things off. If we'd have done that originally, then we wouldn't have to do this each time. Okay, so we can turn. Oh, it did it for all of them. Good. Wasn't sure. Didn't want to have to do that 20 times. Okay, and then let's make that work plane invisible. And we can go back to the patty, and we can do the same thing. Right, you can turn off the visibility on the work planes. And now it's starting to look like pickle, okay? Or something. Now we have one more work plane somewhere. Probably this one. Nope, one down. I'm gonna do that. I don't know where it is. You can search for it if you want. I'm gonna move on with life because I think you saw what we were supposed to see. Okay, so we just got to get rid of that work plane. We can probably right click it out here. Oh, it said it was invisible, but it came back. I don't know. I'm going to give up because the video is also already kind of long. But there you go. That's patterning the pickle.